So no vlog yesterday because I'm staying true to my word, and I'm not making vlogs on days that I don't generally have a topic for. But I actually have a topic today, because I want to sit here and take a moment to talk about Joy-Con drift and my experience with it, because it hadn't really been something that occurred to me for a while. It's not a sentence. I'll pretend it is. But it's not something that I particularly thought about, like, crazy before recently. Because it didn't really occur to me, because when we bought the Switch, I think it was in 2018 or so, it was around this time, it was on like one of the Prime Day deals, and we got this Switch with these two Joy-Cons, and shortly after we got this Switch Pro controller. And that was it. We didn't add any additional controllers, we didn't add any third-party controllers, but we had the original Switch, and originally I didn't feel like there was much wrong with the Joy-Con drift originally. It's not like it's something that happened immediately right away, but after a while of playing Mario Odyssey, I was like, I kind of want to get the Pro controller. And it was expensive, but I was like, I'm going to buy it. And for the record as well, the Pro controller right here, the Pro controller is a very good controller for the way it feels. And I didn't really realize how much this had started to kind of drift away and whatnot until we wound up getting the new one. Because if anybody remembers, right around our anniversary, this is, like, I just got this for Sarah when we got the new Switch. And I've only played a little bit with that Switch in handheld mode, but Sarah has been playing with her new Pro controller a lot, because we've mostly been playing docked on both of them. But the original Switch Joy-Con, especially this left one at this point, is basically unusable. And this is not as bad. It's starting to drift a little bit, but the B button basically stopped working. And this is a $70 controller, to put that in perspective. First off, I like this controller. $70 is steep for this controller, even as it is. But for a $70 controller to fail after 2 years of... it's not like I daily drive the Switch for the most part. Yes, I've been doing it recently because of Animal Crossing, but other than that, it's not like we daily drive the Switch. Relatively close to that, sure, but also it's like we're playing Animal Crossing. It's not like we're playing anything that crazy demanding. For a $70 controller to be near failure after 2 years, that's unheard of. So one of the things that and by we I mean I, decided to try to do was I bought a third-party controller because it was like $25 or whatever, and it replicated most of the features of this, and also because it's literally just about a third the price. If it breaks or it's crap, as long as it lasts for any more than, what is that, 8 months, basically would be get us to a third of the cost of this. It is what it is. So tomorrow I'll unbox that, and we'll see what I think about that. So right now I'm just not buying another Nintendo official controller. This one will work fine, but if this one deteriorates and has the same problem as the one that we bought 2 years ago, then I am very concerned. But if I have to run through a couple third-party controllers to find one I like, then, like I said, if I keep finding them for $20 to $30, so we're talking about a third of the price of what I paid for this, then we can run through a couple of those and still be saving money because of this thing being so gosh darn expensive. And I'm not asking for that much crazy. I'm really just asking for a wireless controller that has vibrate functionality, and also looking at you power amp that doesn't run on AA batteries, because it is 2021. Microsoft, you're guilty of this too. Don't pretend like you're not. It's a shame. I really like the Switch Pro controller. From the way it feels fantastic. But for it to have similar drift issues to the actual Switch Joy-Cons, which are, especially this left Joy-Con from the original Switch, is really a problem. That's unheard of from Nintendo quality. When I have controllers that are older than I am that work better than this, that's a problem, Nintendo. It's a real problem.